Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Come on in. Welcome. Welcome to the Plaster Dragon for a very special game of Fiasco. We're going to take you on a little trip to the Wayback Machine. Back in the day, before we had a streaming channel, like this was us on nights where we would just kind of make food and set up the little battle mat and play a game of Fiasco. So we thought, we have Maya here with us, and we thought, why not go take a little trip back to our roots. So for those of you just tuning in, thank you so much for watching and supporting us here at the Plaster Dragon. You can always follow us on Discord, and if you're watching the channel for the very first time, be sure to give us a little like and follow us here on Twitch. And if you're feeling magnanimous, give us a subscribe, so that always helps us out, and we appreciate any love that you have. So let's talk about the game of Fiasco. Fiasco is a really fun game of bad decisions and very poor impulse control. And the players will demonstrate that to the best of their ability this evening. You're going to see a whole bunch of improvised scenes between players. And at the very end of the game and throughout the game, we're hoping terrible things happen to basically almost everyone here in the game. We want to thank Bully Pulpit Games, who they put out a ton of Fiasco play sets. So they kind of set the different worlds that we've been playing in here at the Plaster Dragon. So in this game, I believe the setup has already been done. The players already used all of their dice to come up with relationships and connections between everyone and objects and locations, and that's all set up on our map. Further reason to follow us on Discord, because
we put it up in the common room.
That's right,
including what show we're doing.
Yeah.
Yes. And he can't spell.
No.
He cannot.
Blame him for all
it was intentional, for the record.
I was kind of laughing a little bit. I was like, I wonder if Callie wrote this, and then I saw Laid was spelled L-A-I-D.
I like Freen's hip and the way I spelled glow tape.
Yep.
These are all benefits of joining our Discord community.
Because we're not going to say that stuff on stream.
No. Our story is going to be divided into 2 acts this evening, and each act players are going to take turns playing out scenes, and then based on a goal that player sets forth for their scene, they're going to receive a light die or a dark die. In Act 1, all of the scenes that a player is given a dice, they actually hand that off to another player of their choosing, and they can choose to have logic behind this decision or no logic whatsoever. It's probably going to be no logic whatsoever. I've been working on throwing my voice as a little pleasant thing to do here at the Plaster Dragon, so I'm going to be trying to do that throughout the course.
That ventriloquism, while you were talking over
You
there.
are
How?
amazing voice.
Yeah, with a delay of exactly what you said and the exactly same.
Thanks, guys. I've really been working hard. So I will be here to explain the rules, and if they so choose, be any NPCs that are needed. And just like in actual community theater, even if it's supposed to be a female playing the role, like I will be playing the role as well if they need it to be. So just like in the old school. Yeah. We're gonna jump right into it. The theme of tonight's Fiasco is break a leg. And it takes place in a community theater where the director slept with half the cast, and it's all the tropes that deal with community theater. But before we begin, why don't we take a few minutes to get to know our characters this evening? Do we want to start with you, sir? Do you want to talk about who you're playing?
Why, thank you, sir. I would be delighted. I am Gareth. I trained with the Royal Shakespeare Company. I studied under Sir John Gielgud himself. I do not know how I have sunk so low as to be in this community production, but young Christine shows promise, and I have taken her under my wing. If I can just get this damn Izzy out of the way. She's incompetent and terrible, and I don't know what the director sees in her. Damn it. I will be in my dressing room. Good coffee.
Thank you, Gareth. I would appreciate that. Izzy, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Izzy. I like long walks on the beach and sunsets. And I'm just so excited to be playing Lady Macbeth in this production of Macbeth. And it's just a dream come true, and everything is amazing. And I can't wait. I've heard rumors that our next show is going to be Legally Blonde. And I think that's a really good role for me because I'm blonde and pretty.
There you go. This is already the workings of an amazing fiasco. I actually named our third character this evening. Would you like to introduce yourself, third character?
I want you to know that you just made a lot of people cry.
And your name would be?
Dusty.
Dusty.
Is that an Infinity War joke?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was just checking.
Now something with way higher production value. This week's chosen family.
Yeah, I want to disintegrate away from Avengers.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand.
Hashtag no spoilers.
Anyway, so my name's Dusty. So I got this this community theater gig, and unfortunately there's been a lot of budget cuts. We were gonna do Macbeth, but the set is still from the last show, Jesus Christ Superstar, and I decided, hey, Shakespeare's kind of open fair use, so I'm gonna go ahead and modify it a little, and it's gonna be McJesus Beth Super Beth.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dusty. I appreciate that. And last but certainly not least,
My name is Christine, and I have been working with this community theater since I was 16 years old. And I have worked harder than anyone else here, and I have put in the time, and I have put in the effort, and I've showed up to the tech meetings, and I've helped to build the set, and somehow this person walks in off the street, and she's new blood, and she gets parts. And I'm sitting here trying to get anything. Luckily, this new director has come in, and I think he might be able to help me to bump up from understudy into the lead role. And if not, I've got my backup plan over here. So one way or the other, I'm going to get this part. It's going to happen.
nothing bad could go wrong with this particular production. So what we're all going to do is we're all going to take our cups that we keep lifting up and down off the marble table, and we're going to place them on the mat itself. And we're going to be very careful because the microphone is picking it up. Thank you, Fire. And now that we've made some introductions, only thing left to do is to go ahead and start with Act 1, Scene 1. Have you...
I do not want to tell you how to do your job, sir, but
Please.
should we perchance give credit to the author of this fine fiasco?
I guess if we have to. Yeah, do we want to give credit? We want to thank you, Megan Peterson,
Yes.
and John Kelly. So Megan Peterson and John Kelly, thank you so much for writing this. We're going to be playing it. And,
Yes.
and Bully Pulpit Games, thank you so much for coming out with this playset for us to play on. So, have you guys decided an order for tonight's festivities?
I will be going first.
Yes.
Thank you.
You will.
Yes, as is befitting my stature. I am going to do a scene with Christine, and my goal in this scene is to get her on my side with respect to this idiot. Yes, I'm talking about you, dear.
I love when people talk about me.
Yes.
So you want to get her on your side in terms of replacing her?
Yes, I want her to come around to my way of thinking that she is in fact an idiot and an incompetent.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Where does the scene take place?
This scene is going to take place in my dressing room. Not anything untoward about it. She's a young actress, and I am a mature leading man, and I am mentoring her. There is nothing inappropriate here.
Really, you just defined inappropriate. But let's see the scene in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Christine, dear, thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me. It's really nice to meet you. I've seen you in a lot of productions, and I can't believe that we're in the same show together.
Yes, I cannot believe it either. If only you had a meteor role, one befitting your skills. Don't you agree?
I feel the same way.
If only there was something we could do about Izzy. Even the name. It's not distinguished. Isabella would be distinguished. She shortens it to Izzy.
No, I know. She didn't even show up to help with the set last week.
Of course she did not.
I was here for 8 hours.
You know where she was, don't you?
No.
The director's. She's sleeping with him.
She's sleeping with Dusty?
Yes. I know everyone says he's gay, but it's not true. I've seen her coming from his dressing room at all hours. Why does he even have a dressing room? He's a director. He just wears that ascot.
That's how she got the part?
I suspect as much, yes. She clearly has no talent. She can't find her light. She can't hit a mark.
Well, I've noticed that, but
Of course you did. You were the one that focused the lights.
it's true. Well, and I am understudying, so I know all of her blocking, and I know her lines, and I know that, like, if she couldn't do the show tomorrow, I could be there, and I would know everything I need to. So
Perhaps...
she's sleeping with him, huh?
Yes. Perhaps there is a way that she could not be there.
What do you have in mind?
Well, the Scottish play, as everyone knows, is cursed. And horrible things happen all the time. It would be a shame if an accident befell her, don't you think?
No, not at all. It'd be great.
Yes, but outwardly acting.
Oh, got it.
Let's try that
Yes.
scene again. It would be a shame if something befell her, would it not?
Oh, yes, it would be a shame.
Very good, dear. Very, very good. Let us think on this. We need something suitably Machiavellian to come to pass.
Yeah, Machiavellian.
Correct, yes. I see a bright future for you, dear.
Thanks.
I toured with Patrick Stewart. How did I come here? All right. Remind me to tell you about that later. I want you to think you know the ins and outs of all of the tech of this theater.
I do.
Let
Yes.
us think of what we can make happen to her.
All right. Well, you know what? Do you want me to come up with a plan now?
No, I do not need an
Okay.
answer right now. I
Because
just
sometimes
want...
I have to think about these things for a little while.
I want a good plan. I want you to think. Give it the same effort you do with your lighting and your sets and the study of your lines.
All right. I'll come up with something amazing.
Very good, very good. We will speak more of this later. Until then, practice your lines, and I will counsel you on Lady M's soliloquy later on.
Thanks.
I will see you later.
I'll see you later.
Wow. Okay. Yes, I think that was done very Machiavellian, and there you go. So I'm going to give you a light die for this one. And who are you giving that dice
Why,
to?
of course, I'm going to give it to the best understudy there is.
Thank you.
I think nothing but good things should happen to her.
I think so too, and it's probably not going to happen. So let's go to our next scene.
So I would like to do a scene with everyone. I think we are in rehearsal. We're rehearsing, one of our scenes. And of course we're getting some fabulous direction. You're watching and giving me my spotlight, the important stuff.
Uh-huh.
So.
Okay, let's see this scene.
And my goal is just to get through it.
To get through the scene.
No, yeah, to get through the scene and earn praise from my director and be taken seriously by my coworkers.
Okay. All right, let's see you taken seriously.
Out! Damn!
Spot! For God's sake!
I knew that.
She's not even standing where she's supposed to be. Dusty!
Yeah.
I'm putting the light where you told me to. She's just not standing in the spot.
Then could you move the light, please?
But you told me the light had to go here.
Well, she's standing somewhere else now, so move the light.
I just think that Lady Macbeth would stand here. Because
Yeah,
it's
you're right,
more-
darling. You're beautiful. Just move the light, please.
She's standing too far away, Dusty.
Then you move.
How dare you?
Look, Dusty, I'm Dusty. Look.
Have you been day drinking again?
Hey, look, what I get up to is none of your concern. Alright, now let's just do the scene. If you're too far away, then just talk louder. Alright, action.
Out! Damn spot! I got it right. I remember the.
Good
Don't
job, darling.
break-
You're beautiful.
Character. Dusty, could I suggest something here? Just throw it
Well,
on.
I don't think that you're an actor and he's a director, so maybe you should.
Well, let's just hear Gareth out, darling.
When I shine the spot this way and she stands there, it illuminates the set behind the fourth leg.
I understand that, but if we just paint it black, it'll be fine. Gareth, what do you want?
Perhaps if Izzy were to watch Christine do the scene and see the blocking correctly, it might help unlock some hidden potential that must surely be
Gareth,
there because you have
Gareth.
cast her in the role.
Gareth, I'm listening to you, but then who would move the light?
I just want you to know that I absolutely nailed my audition.
It's true. She absolutely nailed it. So
I'm sure you nailed it as well,
if you
Dusty.
could just do the... Of course I nailed it. You guys have the right parts, don't you?
I am a very serious actress, and I take this very seriously.
You hear that? She's taking it very seriously.
I'm doing my best, just like you. We're both the two leads here. We're basically the same.
You're equals.
Dusty, I
Yeah.
believe that's a 5. And Gareth just turns and walks off the stage.
Gareth,
I'm
that's...
doing okay, right, Dusty?
Yeah, you're doing so well, you get a 5-minute break.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, that's gonna be 5, guys.
Okay. Due to her unwavering optimism, I don't know whether she thinks this went poorly.
She
No,
doesn't. She
she's
doesn't
no-
think it went poorly, but it isn't about her perception. It's about the audience's perception.
Oh, then this is yours,
Oh,
my
thank
dear. Thank you.
I'd like to thank the
I'd
Academy.
like to thank the
Thank
Academy
everyone.
for this dark dye.
Your fingers are so green.
They are so green.
You don't know what I did to deserve this, but I will own it.
Good, it's yours now.
Dusty.
So I'm gonna have a scene with Gareth. And basically, my attempt is to get him to continue rehearsing and come back to the stage.
This is you talking with your actor to get him to calm down.
Yeah,
so
I have to get back to the stage.
I assume that it's in his dressing room? Or do you summon him to you?
God, no. I know better than that. I'm gonna go to him.
Okay. So this is you talking with Gareth to try to convince him to go on with the show.
Enter.
The door is locked, and you wouldn't let me have the key.
Oh, yes. One moment. I said 1 moment!
I'm just making sure you're still coming. Hey,
Ah, Dusty, what an unparalleled delight. Please, come in.
yeah.
And I don't move from the doorway.
So, Gareth, well, like, how big is Gareth? Gareth's not a huge guy, right? Alright, Dusty, like, meanders his way past Gareth in the doorway so he can be in the dressing room.
If I need to be 6 feet tall, I can be 6 feet tall, Dusty. I am an actor.
I know, you charge the stilts to the theater. Look, we have to get this scene done, because, look, she doesn't know her lines. I'm not stupid. I know she doesn't know her lines.
Yes, I know that because I'm not stupid either.
Good. All right. So we're both not stupid men. Okay. So if we could just get this done, because McJesus Beth, Super Beth doesn't put itself on.
Are we really going to call it that? Can't we just call it Macbeth? And can't we just say that it is set in biblical times?
Look, we already ordered the posters. It's set in stone.
You're an ass.
All right. That's fine. I'm fine with being. I've been called much worse by much less talented men.
You've been called much worse by me.
Well, there you go. I proved my point.
That doesn't make any sense. How can I be less talented than myself, you buffoon?
The answer lies on stage. You can find it in yourself.
I believe I'm going to take 15 and not 5.
Look,
I'm
man.
feeling a bit under the weather.
Look, okay, all right. Look, what do you want? I'll do whatever you want.
Did
you
I
want the
tell-
new kinds of cookies? I'll bring them to you. You want a fancier costume? You got it. You whatever you want. You want one of the techs to be a personal slave? I can see if I can work that out. But like, look, I need you to come back to the stage.
Let Christine run the scene and force Izzy to watch. It will do her good to see herself humbled a bit. And then I will come back to the stage. You don't have to give her the part if you don't want to, but at least explore the option.
You know what? All right. Okay. If you'll come back to the stage with me right now, you'll run it quick with Christine. I'll see if I like it.
Very well. That is what we shall do. I will return. I'm sorry. Are you loitering near my dressing room?
You're still in the doorway, man.
I was talking to the interloper behind you.
Oh, shit, who are you?
Hi. I'm sorry. I'm looking for the director here.
Hi, how'd you get in here?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Apparently the producers of this. Hey. Oh God. I know. I've seen you do a whole bunch of shows. You were Fagin and Oliver.
I
And,
was, yes.
Oh, yeah, they said they were sending, Bobby, right?
understudying for Macbeth. You're not supposed to say it in the theater.
No, it's McJesus Superbeth.
McJesus Superbeth. Yes, but
Jesus Beth Superbeth.
the producers sent me, so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be watching. Who do you play in this?
I believe you know who I play in this.
Okay, all right, no worries. You can go ahead and you can hang out with me, and we're gonna go watch a scene now.
Oh.
Okay, so come on, I'll let you finish the 5. You still got.
No, I said I would come back right away.
Okay, then we're coming back right now. Then that's fine. Let's go, Bob.
He's a little old for this. Right?
Shut up, Bob.
Okay. And scene. You handled your actor.
Yeah.
You managed to do it. So
And I love how it was so not expected.
You were playing with those dark dye, like, yeah.
I was like, this is coming. I was like, I think I'm going to take 15 now.
Yeah. I'll give it to my actor because he's so talented.
I am so talented. Thank you for
You were
noticing.
looking at mine. Okay, so
Well-
since he's already been defined.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My next scene is with. I'm just gonna have to elaborate his story.
There you go.
on
Yeah,
his
that's
story
right.
a
He
little
came
bit.
in, and I was like,
My
you got
next
2 names
scene
there.
is with Bobby Spence. See, he did, I guess, just get cast as an understudy, but he's been doing tech work behind the scenes. But I've known him forever because we grew up in this community theater, and he dated my brother for a while, so we got along great. And I'm not very good at coming up with these plans, but he's got a little bit of a malicious side to him, and he might be able
Bobby, you
to
naughty
come up
boy.
with some ideas to take her out.
Sure, take him out.
So that way I can her.
Yeah,
so that I
take
can
them both out. Got
come
it.
up with a really good idea to bring to him.
Sure.
All right. So my goal is to use him to come up with a really good plan to get her out of the way.
Sure. Where does the scene take place?
This takes place in the lighting booth.
Timeline wise, like, are we watching?
I was running the spot, and then you came up because you were helping with some of that stuff before you came down. So it's just prior to this scene we just saw.
Okay, so kind of in tandem with,
Yes.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just before you came down and met them. Okay.
Bobby sneaks up behind you and covers your eyes with his hands and says, "Guess who?"
Oh my gosh, you jerk!
Hi.
Hi.
You have to be the only lighting person I know that's like terrified of the dark.
Yeah.
Is that still? Are you getting
Well,
better at that, or
Sure. Glow tape's my friend.
glow tape is your friend?
So yeah, she still can't find her light. He's now got me focusing the light over practically into the wings, so that I can follow her wherever she goes, even though it completely screws up the production.
Oh,
So
that's fun.
yeah.
So why don't you just like do something and just get the part?
Well, I was going to talk to you about that because you know this new guy that came in. He's a little old for the part, but I mean he's really talented. He's done all sorts of stuff.
No. I saw him do Fagin.
Yeah,
it was really good.
He's not bad, and he is totally on board with me doing the part
Oh, is he
of
now?
Lady Meg. No, I think he's. I don't think he's.
Oh, does he play for my team or?
He might.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
So, but anyway, but he challenged me to come up with a way to take her out, and I'm really not that good at this stuff. Not take her out. I mean, come on.
Well,
but
hang on, no, you're jumping the shark here. We're not gonna kill him. We're not gonna.
No, yeah.
No.
No, not to like.
Oh, okay.
No, just like make her not able to do the scene.
Okay.
Because I already know the whole part. I've been really working hard on this, Bobby. I can do it. I know the lines. I know the block. I could do this part so much better than her. I can.
I know you can, which is why when I ran into this understudy that was outside, I gave him $50 and told him the part had already been filled.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, why not? You probably get more work done if there were two of us working on this one. So.
Oh my god, you're amazing.
Okay.
I love you so much.
I love you too. Well, what is
Okay.
she into? Like vices? Is she a bit of a drinker? Is she a bit of a klutz? Like.
I have not seen her drinking a lot, but she is a bit of a klutz, and she's not very bright. She really is just.
Oh, why don't we pull a rising star?
Remind me. We've done so much stuff over the years. I'm so sorry.
A big time agent is coming to see the show and wants to whisk her away to a life of like better and bigger gigs and stuff like that. I mean, that way she's out of the picture and even with her head more so in the clouds than it
Oh my
already
gosh.
is.
Who do we get to play the agent, though?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm
do you
sure
know?
I've got people that I could probably call on or stuff like that. You don't even have to ever see the agent. We just need letters or phone calls or things like that.
Oh, we could do this.
Yeah.
I could do this.
You could do this.
That's brilliant. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I love you.
Smart and handsome and funny. What is Shakespeare though?
What is Shakespeare?
Yeah, what is Shakespeare?
Like, what is Shakespeare?
Yeah.
You don't know what Shakespeare
no, I know he was like an old guy, right? Like, and he wrote plays.
Yeah. He was an old guy who wrote plays a long time ago, like at least 20 years ago.
The Mel Gibson movie. Is it the Mel Gibson movie?
That's it.
Okay,
Yep.
I'll watch the Mel Gibson
All right,
movie.
cool.
I think I've got it.
And
Yeah.
scene.
Do you have
I've
a
got
plan?
Rising star.
It's a
It's not a
decent.
bad
Yeah,
plan.
it's
I know what that plan is, but you should say it so I know that you know. What
honestly, it
that
should have
plan
gone into mumbles and cut.
Oh, here's the.
All right, so this light die.
So
He's got one of each.
far.
Ooh, then
Nothing.
I'm going to give it to my intended victim.
Oh, thank you so much. I'd like to thank the Academy for this time.
Please don't.
Every dice that you
Every
get.
time.
Every single one.
Well, that's the first part of Act
In front
One.
of you.
Oh my god.
You already.
Which one of us is on board? Where's the fourth?
Who's the ingenue?
God, I love community theater.
It's amazing. It really is.
Let's cycle back around. Gareth, who
you know,
you have a couple of directions. we can
I
go.
do. What do you guys think? Where should Gareth go this time? I don't feel like I should come back to Christine just yet. I feel like we might want to save that moment. But I did just meet with Dusty.
Well, how did the scene go? We don't have to see the scene, but did she like fucking knock it out of the park?
She didn't knock it out of the park, but she was much better.
She was much
Then-
better.
then-
Competent.
Izzy.
Which is a
She-
really low bar.
Her interpretation was not strong,
Okay.
but she hit all of her marks. She found her light, and there was more dramatic tension between myself and Lady M. It was
Palpable.
palpable. So perhaps this scene is with Dusty just after the scene in his dressing room.
Because I have one, which was established.
It was established, and I am going to attempt to convince him that it is time to replace Izzy, that it was quite obvious what had happened there.
So you want to try to convince him to replace? Yep, that's perfect. I love it. Let's see the scene.
Yeah, who's it?
It is I, Gareth.
Oh, shit. Yeah, come in.
You didn't lock the door.
Why would I?
What is the point of having a door if you don't lock it? If anyone can just walk in? Why even have a dressing room?
For charming conversations like this, what can I do for you?
You don't even change clothes. You just wear that stupid ascot and that beret.
Yeah, I know. I come in here to hide.
Ah, I see. Then you should lock the door.
Good
I'm
idea
sorry.
from
I know.
going forward.
Dusty, I apologize. That was rude and uncouth of me. I should not be telling you how to do your business.
Whoa, what do you want? Tell me how to do my business is how you go.
It is only because I have greater experience than you, and I want you to benefit from my wisdom.
What do you want?
I want you to acknowledge what is obvious.
You're in my dressing room.
I want you to acknowledge what was obvious on the stage.
We gotta get the lighting reworked.
No.
The Jesus Christ Super the Cross can't come on until the end of the second act.
We don't need the cross at all.
Well, if it's McJesus Beth Super Beth, I think we do.
Fine. I will concede that point.
But it can't come on that early. I mean, like, we can't give away the ending.
Are you still tied
People
to...
that aren't Catholic are going to come and see this show, and we can't reveal the ending that Jesus dies.
I have to ask, are you still tied to the idea of instead of Macbeth being beheaded, he is crucified? Because
well, then how do we work?
I think it's a strange direction to take.
I can do both. I can do both, like, he's beheaded on the cross. How about that?
I think that might be more budget than we have for effects. We talked about...
No worries, we'll just actually chop your head off.
I am opposed to that.
I figured you would be. What do you want?
What I would like is for Izzy to be given a role befitting her abilities.
She already has one. Next request.
No, a role befitting her abilities. I believe that we should swap her and Christine. You saw the chemistry on that scene. You saw the fact that Christine hit her marks. You saw her find her light. You saw the connection between the characters. You saw what this play could be.
Look, I've got a problem, okay? Because I've only got a certain amount of people, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be candid with you, okay? Christine is better at moving lights than she is at acting.
And she is also better at remembering lines and blocking than Izzy is.
Izzy knows how to read. We'll just plant the script on the set.
We will do no such thing. If you even threaten to do that, I will not go on.
Fine, we'll have a teleprompter.
I did not want to resort to this, but if I must, I must. You, sir, have been followed by a private investigator that I hired.
Why?
Because I wanted to uncover your sordid dealings. I have photographs of you with young Izzy. It would be a shame if this were to come out. I don't know if McJesus Beth Super Beth by Beth at the National Beth Theatre featuring Beth could survive such a scandal.
What a dumb fucking name.
Such a dumb...
You're the one that had the posters made.
I know.
Look in the goddamn mirror.
I don't have one.
There wasn't enough room on the poster to put the address or the phone number to call for
The dates or the ticket prices.
Beth presents Beth's McJesus Beth Super Beth by Beth at the National Beth Theatre featuring Beth.
Yes, I have said as much.
I know. Pictures.
Indeed.
That does put me in a bind.
It certainly did earlier.
That too, huh? Okay.
Yes, the pictures were very revealing. It is a good thing that I am past that part of my life.
You know, I
Or
really
might
should
have-
lock my door. I think you're right.
I might have found them titillating.
How old are you?
Old enough to know better.
All right. We're about to go into tech rehearsals.
Yes. Do 2 rehearsals back to back, one with each, and see who knows the part. Whoever does the part better gets it. Simple.
Better by whose standards?
Mine.
I already know what you're gonna pick.
No, I will be fair and objective. If Izzy can somehow pull this out, I will give her a fair chance.
Izzy is great at pulling things out. Deal.
And scene. And scene. Scene.
Oh God!
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
Jesus!
All right.
Oh my god, this is so far off the rails already.
I did forget to. There's a little thing here at the bottom. The viewpoints expressed by any of the players do not reflect any
by
of the
the way,
viewpoints of the plaster dragon.
That's a dark die. He didn't get me to agree to give her the part. He agreed
True.
to give it another shot.
That's true. No, I was going to agree
So-
with that. I did not get what I wanted.
There's your dark die.
Actually, no. You don't
I don't have anything.
You don't have one
Yeah,
yet.
there
I
you
wish
go.
nothing but success for you.
Okay.
That entire scene, I just want to see that.
Izzy, you have. We could always go past you if you need it.
Imagine this with alcohol.
This is just us on like.
Yeah, this is sober. This is
This is like the
deprivation.
only things we have are cookies. There's
coffee.
really good cookies. And
Yeah,
coffee.
no, yeah,
So
coffee.
sugar and caffeine.
Sugar and caffeine.
by the Coffee Shop of Horrors coffee.
By the way, thank you, Coffee Shop of
Yeah,
Horrors,
it's,
for
you're
this
good.
coffee.
Great.
I can't remember what flavor this is.
We'll tell you after intermission what the exact name of the flavor was, but
But
it's
it's
like
yummy.
whiskey, butterscotch, vanilla, or something amazing.
That
like
sounds exactly right.
I like all of those words.
Anyway, Izzy.
Chill, I
Hey,
think
Chad,
someone
can you
looked
help
in
me
my
out? Because I can't think of anything other than what just happened.
If you want, I could have called you to the.
Yes, have a scene with Dusty in the
Have a scene with
dressing room.
Dusty.
God, no.
All right, Dusty and the Just.
Okay. So this is immediately. I imagine this is like immediately after, like.
Basically, yeah, I probably sent the word out to like, hey, I need her in the dressing room.
Right.
Yes, you need her in the
I
dressing
need,
room.
which is not an uncommon request to have like
Yeah.
a random person.
Yeah, no,
around, but-
exactly, yeah.
So
I don't have a mirror, but I have a couch.
okay, so what does she, what does she want in this scene?
Really, all Izzy wants is I can't think of the word right now.
Reassurance?
Yeah, reassurance, or just like people to say that she's doing good. You know.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
she just wants like the director to be
She
like,
just wants
listen.
yeah, like she just wants him to say that everything's gonna be okay and that she's doing a good job.
Okay.
Like that's really all she wants.
That's not so
Like,
hard. Let's see if you can pull this out. Let's see the scene in
Good at that.
3, 2, 1.
Izzy walks through the door, like unbuttoning her shirt as she pushes open the door. You called me in?
Whoa, hold on. Close that up.
Oh, close on today. Okay.
No, go ahead and close the door.
Right. You have to close the door first.
No, hold on, stop. Gotta focus. Look, I'm having a bit of a problem here.
Okay. Do you need me to work it out for you?
I could use your help on this problem, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna teach you how to act good, and then you're gonna act good.
All I want is to act. I think it's act well.
Okay, look, I'm gonna put my cards on the table. What's his face? Gareth, whatever. He is not your biggest fan.
Really?
Is that sarcasm or?
No, I thought he liked me.
No. Well, no. Hold on. He likes you. He likes you. He likes you. He likes you. He likes you.
I was so worried.
Yeah,
I
of course, everyone likes you. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
everyone, absolutely everyone in the
I'm
system
so
likes
glad.
you. Oh God. But though, we need to find out how they can like you better.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, first of all, we need to get you learning your lines so you can say them when you're standing on stage instead of saying,
Was it?
which is not your line, even though you may think it is. Okay. So, but I mean, and maybe if we have time after a little something, but
Okay. I mean, like we could do it during.
huh? Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, let's. Lock the door.
I think the minute you say that, Bobby comes walking in the room, like and wearing the costume, like
Which costume?
the McBee costume. Just to be like to show you that like, hey, the costumers set this up for me, and like
Oh, you look so cute.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been like taking selfies all day.
Bobby,
yeah.
I need you to leave right now.
Yeah.
No, not like that.
This
Not like
is-
that. Not like that.
No, not like that. Got it. Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm practicing my lines.
I bet you are. Okay.
See, I've been practicing all day. Gladys thou art.
And that's she's good at her lines. So
Oh, you guys should just that's
she's good at her lines.
she's really good at
them
it.
lines.
You know, you could always cheat though.
What thou art promised.
No, hold on.
Yet do I fear thy nature.
Hold on. What do you mean?
I was part of this production where, due to some circumstances, the actress got recast, and they gave her an earpiece, and they just had the lighting board person feed the lines in via the earpiece. So she would have all the lines down, and it would just be the person up top that was running tech cues, like reading from the script.
So the
That's
person.
good. I can only remember like 2 lines at once.
Yeah.
Huh. Thank you, Bobby. You've been very helpful.
I aim to.
Now, please get out of here.
Yes. Go. I'll take a couple more selfies, and then I am done. Okay. Bye.
I'll see you later, Bobby.
Bye. He closes the door. What do we call that scene?
Yeah, scene, I think.
Okay, we've got some stuff lined up. We've got some dominoes set up. I think. Did you get what you wanted?
I mean, I just wanted reassurance.
I said everyone likes you.
And he said everyone likes me, and so I think that everyone likes me.
You're a very simple woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will go with that, and it eliminates one more good possibility from Act
yay,
2.
good.
Thanks, Director.
I'm at a nat 0.
Okay, why don't we go to you, Dusty, and let us know what your scene is going to be.
I'm gonna have a scene with Christine, I think.
Interesting. And what do you want out of this scene?
I want her to agree to the system that Bobby suggested.
I think that's a great idea. So no more knocking, no more rolling dice on the table, and no more knocking on the door. We can do knocks
Sorry.
up top. That's okay. That's okay. We're doing a table game. We're incorporating
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So let's see this. Where does this scene take place?
This scene is gonna take place in the
Tech booth, maybe?
yeah, probably in the tech booth. Yeah.
Okay. Imagine it happens like very not too soon afterwards. Like
Probably. I still don't smell great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's see this post-coitus scene in 3, 2, 1.
Christine.
Yes?
Hey. So I just wanted to say. Can I help you?
No, I'm good. Thanks. Yes. What did you need?
I just wanted to say you did a really good job at doing the line reading today.
Thanks.
Yeah, and honestly, I
Oh my gosh, are you offering me the part?
oh
I get to do this? Oh my gosh, I've been working so hard for this.
I understand.
I've been
Yeah,
rehearsing
okay.
every night.
Now,
I
hold
know
on. Oh
every
yeah,
single spot
I'm
I
gonna.
need to be
Yeah.
in. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, she's
Good.
gonna do the
Okay.
lights.
So
Bobby could do the lights.
who's Bobby? Yes, Bobby.
Bobby could do. Oh
Okay.
my
No.
gosh.
Hold on.
Yes.
So, feel like you're flying off the handle a little bit here.
Thank you.
What? Well.
Thank you.
Well. Hold on.
You have no idea.
You have no idea. What's well,
You know how much I respect you as a director and how hard I've worked to make you proud of me.
So we're changing the show a little bit though.
Well, yeah.
So
I even tried on all the costumes to make sure they would fit me, and they fit me just great. I mean, I have to take
Good.
them in a little bit because she's a little,
well, no, I think she's been losing weight. She's been doing physical activity. Anyway, so sorry, I lost my train of thought. So the role is changing a little bit
Did you want me
as
to try on the costumes for you?
well as.
got really quiet. I mean,
Fiasco.
Sorry, I found my train of thought again. Since we're doing it, McJesus Beth, unfortunately, there's not really a in the Jesus Christ Superstar. There's no Lady Macbeth. So that's unfortunate. So we're gonna have to make some tweaks, obviously. Like we made tweaks to the other roles,
yeah.
so we gotta make tweaks to this
but you
one.
know how flexible I am, so.
Good. I am very aware of how flexible you are.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I was in gymnastics.
Okay. All right. Can't hear you. Okay. So we're doing something different. We are. There's going to be. You know how Macbeth's got ghosts, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna move Izzy to the role of ghost. Okay. And she's gonna have like the blocking half of the Lady Macbeth stuff, and you're gonna have the vocal part. So like everyone will be like, if they have their eyes closed, they'll be like, "Wow, Christine is Lady Macbeth." But if they have their eyes open and their ears closed, they're gonna be like, "Wow, Izzy is finally in her light." Maybe. So you're gonna play most of the role, just not all of it. If you want, while you're sitting up here, you can still wear the costumes.
So I stay up in the tech booth, and I read all the lines, and she just.
Well,
I feel like I saw a musical. It's Singing in the Rain, I think it was.
no, Singing in the Rain, like we used.
And
They
I don't
used.
know. There was some musical where this happened. And
No,
it was just.
Singing in the Rain. It was like the actual voice replaced. Like we're not putting your voice
she
in
was
the speakers.
backstage and then
We're
she
putting
was
your
singing.
voice in her ear.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh. So they
So-
hear her too. So you want me to feed her lines? Because I know the lines and she doesn't.
That was so. Did you come up with that phrase? You are such a clever person.
So you don't actually want me to play the role. You want me to give her lines.
I want you to play the role up here, but she plays the role down there.
You want me to be a glorified prompter through a headset in a costume while she does the part.
Well, as it turns out, teleprompters are expensive, and even so, I'm not that sure she knows
I'm
how to
feeling
read.
less flexible all of a sudden. A lot less flexible.
Okay, well,
I guess I don't need to try on those costumes anymore, do I?
well, hold on. We will work out something where you get some spotlight too. Please. Okay.
You know what? Let's try it. I'll feed her lines. It'll be just great.
Are you feeling more flexible?
Maybe.
scene.
I don't think that went well for him.
No, buddy, you got what you wanted, but
Sort of.
kind
No,
of.
it's gonna backfire.
I feel like your needs and wants changed about
Absolutely.
midway
No,
through that
that's
scene.
yours. That is yours. Absolutely.
Okay, so this is gonna close out.
All right. So
Act
it
one.
is partway through the rehearsal day. We've probably still got about 4 hours of rehearsal left because I'm guessing that we do full day rehearsals for a couple of weeks.
Sure.
So I created a letter. I'm going to try to get her out for the second half of rehearsal to go see this agent so that I can get in for the rest of the day and prove to them how amazing that I would be at this part.
Okay, so your goal is to just get her
My
gone.
goal is to get her to leave the theater to go see this agent in this letter that I have, that I created. I did find the name. I got online and I found the name of a real agent, but this real agent is about like an hour and a half's drive away, so that she would have to miss the rest of the day.
I love
And
it.
I've even got a backup plan, like the actual agency is closed down so that it can be like they must have sent the wrong address or something like that. So I've even got it backup so that there could be a legitimate reason why I shouldn't find this place.
Devious, deceptive,
Oh, yeah.
conniving. I love it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So.
All right.
You mean Bobby has...
So I go to her dressing room, and I knock on the door.
Is anybody in there with you?
No.
Okay.
No, so.
That's my dressing room.
Come in.
Izzy, I am so sorry. I was going through
Oh, Christine, it's so good to see you. Oh my gosh, your hair looks so cute today.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I love your hair too. Have I told you that, like, those costumes, have you talked to the seamstress? Because she's going to have to take them in. They are looking far too baggy on you lately.
Oh,
It just,
thanks.
like, but I'm sure they could probably take them in. They're going to take them in a couple inches, aren't they? But just, you're looking amazing. I have to apologize. I so much. Well, I was going through the theater mail because that's one of my jobs. I mean, I go through and I, separate the bills and everything.
Right, you do everything around here. It's so
I've been doing it
amazing
so
of
long.
you that you do so much. I could not do it. You wear so many different hats.
Thank you.
just wear one.
You're so sweet. Oh my gosh. I was going through and opening the bills and everything, and I just got on a roll, and I opened a letter, and I didn't realize that it was addressed to you. I am so sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
But I brought it to you, and when I was opening it, because it was coming from an agency and I was skimming over it before I realized it was addressed to you, I kind of saw it. But it's really cool news. I'm so envious. I wish. I mean,
What
I know you're way more talented than me, so you deserve it. You totally deserve it. But this is the coolest thing ever. And I hand her this letter, and it's dear Miss Izzy, and it's got her last name, and it's got all this information about how they saw her in a recent production and how talented she is, and that they would like to see her today, and that the appointment is about 2 hours from now. I'm pretty sure that this came last week in the mail, and it just got skipped over because there's just the bills have been stacking up and things, and I know it's today, and I know that this is going to be, you're going to have to miss the rest of rehearsal to get to it, but
I don't know if I could do that. I mean, I am barely staying afloat here. I mean, like a big talent agency like that noticing me. I don't know. Christine, you are amazing, and you've been doing this for so long. You obviously know what to do way better than I do. Oh my God, I'm just freaking out at the idea of going into the scene.
I'm freaking out too. This is so exciting.
I think you should go instead. I really do. I don't think I am meant for much more than this. Really, honestly, I can barely learn my lines. Like, community theater, it's such a small pond. I think I'm good here. But you've been working so hard. I bet you would do really well.
And it would be so sweet if it was your decision, but it's not my name on that form. They don't want me.
Well, I mean, like...
They want you. I mean, I can never be as beautiful as you are and as talented as you are, and I just...
No, you can't.
Oh.
But not the beautiful thing. The talented thing, though, I mean, you're already way more talented than me. Seriously.
You're just saying that. But, I mean, I can't walk in the door and be you. I can't. It's you they want.
You're an actress.
You know what? I will talk to Dusty. I'm sure he would understand. I mean, I can even show him the letter. I'm sure that he would understand. I mean, and it's only like half of one rehearsal.
It's not about missing rehearsal. It's about me being freaked out that these people who are so important want to see me. I don't know. I'm so self-conscious about everything. Like,
do you realize how many women wait all of their lives to play Lady McBee? And the fact that you've gotten the opportunity this young, I mean, it says something for the level of skill that you have within your soul. I mean, you've got to do
You think I'm
this.
skilled?
Absolutely.
That is all the validation I need. Thank you so much. I'm so glad we're friends. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do this, and it's all because of you and your kind words. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Do you want me to show the letter, Dusty, or just explain it to? Oh, you probably should have that with you when you get there.
I don't. I'm sure he'll be fine with
Yeah,
it.
he'll be great.
It's not that important, right?
You know what? Tell you what. I'll talk to him. I'll fill in. I'll just like read through the
Okay,
lines of
yeah.
the script
I'll
today.
send you a text really quick.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, see you later. Bye. Congratulations.
Thanks.
I think that went very...
So you decided to go?
I did because of her validation.
She made her sweat, which I'm so happy you did. Because the minute you said it, Bronny and I just went, yep. That
Yeah, that makes
tracks.
sense.
That's great. So last die is a light die, and I just need to know who you are giving that to. Which is good because why don't I go over the totals first? Gareth, I believe you have a light and a dark.
I have a match set, yes.
Okay,
I'll
and
just have warm.
one light,
Dark.
a light and dark, and you have a
I
light.
have a light and a
Dark.
dark. Yes.
Wait, that. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah, it's a dark.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
dark. Okay. Oh, okay. So I either give them one more light
Oh.
so they could balance out later, or I risk giving her 2 lights, hoping that she'll get some dark dye later.
You're probably better off giving it to one of us because we have the dark balancing
I
it
know.
off.
But it will make the aftermath easier.
It will make the aftermath easier if I give her the light and then hope she.
And
gets
there's
some
not
dark
very
dye
many
later.
light dice left.
That's true. We are down to.
Good chance.
Plus we.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
You're gonna risk it?
Yeah, I'm gonna,
Gonna risk it. All right. Well, that ends Act 1 for us. Our players have their dice totals. We are going to take a very quick 5-minute break. And while we are taking that break, we are going to figure out some new and interesting ways to mess with our players as we come up with the tilts that happen. Keep an eye on the chat room because we will probably be coming to all of you to help with at least one of the aspects of the tilt. And I'll go to the players for the other aspect of the tilt. So we will see you all very soon as we have more cookies and caffeine.
I'm ready.
Hey everybody! Oh, didn't see you there. Welcome back to the Plaster Dragon.
That joke only works once.
No,
I laughed the second time, so
it keeps getting better every time. Thank you. Thank you. You know I love you, Bubba.
It's funny if you explain it too.
It is.
Oh my gosh, drunken fiasco, guys. Drunken fiasco.
No, we did that. Remember?
Yes.
It went poorly.
No.
For you.
No. But we could do a crossover episode where anytime your character in Fiasco wants to pull off something, you pull a brick. But we do drunken dread. Anyway, this is how most of our ideas have
We're
arisen.
gonna have to play test this. We'll get back to you.
Oh my gosh.
If you think we should play Drunken Dread meets Fiasco, please post in the chat room.
Of course they think we should play that. Are you kidding me?
Starring John, written by John, produced by John.
It's Beth presents Beth McJesus Beth Superbeth. I bet at the National Beth Theater featuring Beth.
So we are back. We are back in Act 2. Thank you all so much for sticking with us. We looked up on the tilt table and we came up with some fun tilts that our players have to incorporate at one time during Act 2. The two tilts that you helped us come up with and we came up with ourselves is one, a guilt, a showdown. So at some point, a showdown is going to take place in some form or another. And then two, the wrong guy gets busted. We also want to thank Coffee Shop of Horrors once again. Big time fan of like the Plaster Dragon and one of our favorite sponsors. The Quickening is the coffee that you guys picked up, which is a Highlander reference. And it is whiskey, butterscotch, and vanilla. And even though it says Highlander grog and it's from the movie Highlander, I can't help but think of like Jamie from Outlander. Like every time I think of that. So
It's really good if you dip cookies in.
it's really good. I wish there was. I was going to say, it's like smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
Snosberries tastes like snosberries.
I don't know. We had a scene that was not very smell good.
Right.
earlier.
So we are about to start Act 2. One of the other major things that changes here in Act 2 is when a player receives a die that they are not going to roll on the table because of the microphone, and they're not going to knock on the table. They actually keep and hold on to that die. I love you. So what that means is we have 3 light die left. So
We're going to start failing.
the last die is always wild, but you guys are going to have to be bad and make some bad choices, which I love. All the bad choices. So why don't we kick things off with the first scene in Act 2. Gareth, there are a lot of things we can do. We can do like time jumps and things like that. So where do you want to take this story?
Well, this scene is going to be the next day's rehearsal. After the rehearsal where Christine stood in went smashingly, we are going to see Izzy get her fair shake with Christine feeding her lines from the booth. So this is going to be a scene with Christine, Izzy, and I, with Izzy and I on stage and Christine in the booth feeding her lines. And I want Gareth to see how inept Izzy truly is and have no choice but to replace her.
I have a giant, like it's not like a little earpiece.
No.
It's
You have like
It
Peter
is a-
Pan goes wrong earmuffs
yeah.
on, don't you?
It is a huge earmuffs. Like, okay. I like it. Okay, so let's see this scene taking place on stage at the theater.
Dusty, are you serious?
Look, okay, we don't have the best budget, so these are gonna have to do for now.
It's obvious what you're trying to do here.
I think if we put rhinestones on it, it would make it look like a crown.
Exactly, rhinestones. Let's go with the scene.
All right, you are the director. Heaven help us all. I believe it is your line, dear. We are going to be doing this just to refresh your memory because I know it is not the best. But you make up for it in so many other ways. Isn't that right, Robert?
Yes, very much so. I think you're wonderful and beautiful and do a great job.
And he has a photographic memory, he would know. At any rate, the scene we are doing is where you are trying to convince me to go in and kill Duncan. Duncan is the king.
Thanks for reminding me.
I know, I thought you would. So, your line, I believe.
Right.
Duncan, you shall not go to thee there.
Duncan, thou shalt not go to thee there.
I'm not Duncan, you idiot!
Oh, well, that's what she was saying in my ear, so I just
No,
assumed.
I didn't. Guys, I said the proper line. I just. Oh, okay. It's okay.
Let's try that again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're the director. I shouldn't be giving direction here.
Maybe she
You
should
don't
work
seem
on
to
a
have any-
monologue first.
you don't
Maybe
have-
she
seem to have
should-
any problems
We
before.
should test this system out with like the out down spot monologue or something like that. Like,
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I will
That's
step over here to the side. I won't leave the set just in case you need
fine. Yeah.
your leading man.
Oh, yeah, it'd be really bad if you left the set in the middle of rehearsal.
Right, I would never do that.
That's really brave of you. Okay, I'm ready. when
I
you
will
are.
stand over here near Robert, and we will compare notes.
Out, damn Ned Spot! I tell you.
Out, damn it, Spot, I tell you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why? Now then?
Christina, I don't think there's any counting. I don't think they invented counting until after Shakespeare died.
No, actually, the line was just like I told her. 1, 2, why then? They did
there's
count.
no Christine in the scene here. Is
I
it?
know, but okay. Sorry, say it again. I'll trust you this time.
Dusty. I mean,
Let's play out today. Take it from out damn spot.
Out, damned Spot! I tell you thee to thee.
Out, damn it, Spot! I tell you thee to thee.
What the hell is that?
It's Shakespeare, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
I keep telling her. I'm telling her the lines.
Maybe
I could.
Here,
say
Christine,
this to
would you say the line? Let me hear the line. I
Okay.
want to just so I can hear what you're telling her.
Out, damn Spot! I say 1, 2. Why then? 'Tis time to do it. Hell is murky. This is what I'm.
That
telling
sounds
her.
right. That is the cue that I was familiar with.
I think that this headset is broken. Maybe. we can
Yes,
get
it is the
nicer.
headset. I'm sure that is what's broken.
Oh, please,
thank
you
you
were
so much for
complaining about it
reminding me.
earlier.
Dusty, you know what you need to do.
I know what you think I need to do.
I said I would be fair. How far did we get yesterday? We ran the entire show.
I mean, there's another way. I actually I've seen productions in the past where Lady M was played by a guy, like in Shakespeare times. Maybe we could test out the headset. Why don't you let me put it on? It doesn't put you in a position of choosing between the two of them.
Okay. Yeah. I guess just for kicks and giggles, because we have more than enough time. Give the headset to what's his face, and we'll run the scene
Robert.
again. Yeah, Rob.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
What do you want me to do?
You see that roll of glow tape over there?
Yeah.
What I want you to do is
Wrap yourself in it. It's a costuming choice.
I could show her how to run Spot.
perfect. Yeah, you go up with the booth and hang out with Christine.
Okay.
All right, Bobby.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and hear it from out damn spot, please.
Sure. And Bobby flicks the headset off and says, "Out! Out! Damn it, Spot! Out! I say 1, 2, why then? 'Tis time. 'Tis time to do it."
Clearly, the headset works fine, Dusty.
Let's call that scene.
He got a black die.
He didn't decide it, that's right. You cut it before I could get him to decide. Curse you, Robert.
Oh, there's something else in mind.
All right, so we are at 4 dark and 3 light, which is good. We're getting a little more balanced. And then that puts you at 2 dark and 1 light.
Indeed, it does.
Perfect. That's wonderful. So let's keep going. Let's see what happens.
Gosh, chat, what do you think I should do next? Next. Did I say a T? Who knows anymore? I'm turning into my character. Oh, I've drinking so much of this coffee.
Drinking?
Alright, so...
Well,
I think maybe I should be in the sound booth, and I want to talk to Christine because I think I've been tricked, not by her, but by someone else is pulling a prank on me, and I just don't understand it, and I feel so bad about myself, and I just want to feel better, and I want my friend to tell me that everything is going to be okay.
so you just want to feel better.
Bestie.
And feel like everything is going to be okay.
Everything is going to be okay.
Because you need to get stable in order to do this part.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see this scene that takes place in the lighting booth. In 3, 2, 1.
So how do you do it again?
How what? Oh,
How do you turn it on?
Well, it's the button that says on. It's right there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. It was tricky at first when I first learned it too.
It's
Because there's an
hard.
Oh gosh.
It's so hard. I went to the agency place and there was nobody there.
Oh no.
The building was burned down.
Oh,
and I think
oh my gosh. So they sent this letter to you and the building burned down like
Must
the next
have
day?
just happened.
That's so awful.
I don't know. I mean, I just was so worried about all of those people. Like, what if they were all inside when it burned down?
I can't even imagine what you must have been through.
Oh my gosh, it's been a really rough few days, okay? And I just want to do my best. And I came all the way out here to Kansas City to be a big actress. And I just want to make my parents proud, you know?
Oh.
And you're my best friend in the whole world. And I just wanna.
And she gives her a big hug. And I don't even know what to say. I mean, I don't. Maybe somebody sabotaged that headset because I mean I know I was feeding you the lines, and you know I know the lines as well.
No. Technology is
hard.
is hacked by the government, and they're stealing all of our secrets. So I don't really trust it in general. So I'm okay. I know you were doing your best, and I trust you implicitly because you're my best friend in the entire world.
I trust you implicitly too. I know you can do this.
Really? Because right now it doesn't feel like anybody does.
Well, I know you can, but I think maybe just the stress is getting to you, and maybe you just need some time. Because I would hate for you to burn yourself out on this and then all of a sudden be left at the end of this with just nothing left to give.
Yeah,
maybe
no,
you just need a little break and a time to kind of find yourself.
You're right. That makes so much sense. I should go to Dusty right now and tell him I'm quitting. And I should take a break and find myself. What do you do when you find yourself?
Well, I think it helps to really get away from things. Like far away from things. Like the beach or the mountains or
oh my
China.
Gosh, that's really fun. China, I don't know if I could afford enough.
Like far away. Maybe you could go to another far away place and study theater and go see shows and learn more about theater.
I will if I'm trying to get away from the theater. I think going to a different theater.
Okay, then don't go to a theater. Just go far away and find yourself at the beach, in the mountains.
The beach mountains.
Beach mountains. I bet there's like a lake in the mountains somewhere. That makes sense. That sounds like a thing
With a
that's
sandy
real.
beach. Yes, and the seagulls.
Christine, I just want to thank you. I've never had a friend before that was as good and as nice as you. And you mean everything to me, and your support means everything to me. I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna be so proud of you because you're gonna be Lady Macbeth now, and you're gonna do so well. And maybe I'll come back and watch.
I can only dream of being as good as you are up there, but I will
You
learn
will
from you.
reach for the moon.
I'll
For
reach
me.
even further. I'll reach to the atmosphere.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
They're so smart.
I love you so much.
I love you so much. Okay, I'll see you later. I'll see you later.
This is just bye for now. Not
Okay,
forever.
you can do this.
Okay, thank you so much for everything.
Oh my god.
I mean, technically she felt better, but I don't think she was helped.
Oh my god. In the South, everybody would just be like, "Oh, bless her heart."
Yeah.
Like, oh, sweetie. Oh, sweetie. Okay, so we're looking a little better with we got the 2 light die and the 1 dark. Dusty, you have a bunch of
Take this away
directions
from
that
me.
you can go to.
Yeah. I am going to have a meeting with Gareth.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's going to be in his dressing room. And my goal is to make him happy for now.
To make him happy for now.
Yes.
Okay. Where does this fit timeline wise? Is this after the rehearsal is over? Is this during the rehearsal during a break?
Dusty, because rehearsal is over at this point, and Dusty has spent a couple hours sort of like thinking, and Gareth seems like the type that would just kind of hang out a little bit. Like he has nowhere else to go, so he's pretty much hanging out.
dare
He has a regimen
Of course.
that he does to come out of character and then go
Yeah,
back. Okay.
yeah, and he's just getting back into Gareth at this point, I think.
Is
so-
there anyone else in your dressing room with you when he comes knocking?
Yes, there is.
Ooh.
Who?
Robert is there.
Okay. All right. So let's see this scene in 3, 2, 1.
Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, one moment, please. Who is it?
It is your humble director asking to speak to the ever so talented Gareth.
What do you want me to do? Like I've got the. I mean, do I go in
Behind the screen.
behind the dressing screen?
Yes, behind the
Oh my god! What is this? Like an old movie? Yes, fine. I'll go
It's,
behind
it's
the
like a
dressing
British
screen.
farce. I don't know what I would do.
You're a British fucker.
Knock, knock, knock.
I'm coming.
I hate to bother you.
You do not. It's what you live for.
You're right.
Enter. No, it's locked. I'm sorry. Wait, please. Hang on. Are you hanging?
I am hanging.
All right. Hang on a little more.
On every word,
A
your
little more.
wonderfulness.
And I've unlocked the door.
Oh,
You may enter now.
how nice.
And I stand in the doorway again. Please, come in.
Absolutely. As soon as you and your immense acting talent would clear the way.
I sense a bit of sarcasm.
I'm sorry, then your sensing must not be as strong as your acting.
Good God, man. Seeing you suck up is worse than seeing you direct. What do you want?
I wanted to say that you're right.
About?
About Izzy.
Well, I know that. And you know that.
Well, I know that now.
You knew it before.
I was ignorant of it. I thought she was the best thing ever, and as it turns out, she's something different. The role of Lady B isn't right for her, so I'm gonna give it to someone that should have it.
And who is that?
Well, I feel like you know. The only other person whose performance would fit the role.
Christine?
Look, all I'm saying is you win. The role's gonna get recast. Actually, we're gonna look at a little bit of a shuffle. Everyone's gonna get where they need to go, so don't worry. We're gonna get things right.
Spell it out for me.
MCJESUS.
You imbecile.
I'm terribly sorry. I don't understand what you're saying.
Who is in which role specifically? If you must list the principal cast for me.
Well, I don't think we have any roles playing principal. I mean, it's not what taking place in a school.
Are you here to help or merely torment me?
Isn't there a happy middle ground?
I'm afraid there is not.
Well,
If you are here to help, then help. If you are not,
I feel
then
like I have.
kindly
Izzy
piss off.
Izzy is no longer going to be in the Lady B role.
You mean Lady M.
Lady whatever.
And Christine is.
Christine is going to have a role, yeah.
You see, you are not saying the same thing as I am saying.
Yes, of course, because you're saying it so much more eloquently.
No, I am saying it factually, and you are being evasive.
I don't understand what that word means. You're going to have to spell it out for me. Does it start with an E?
Allow me to spell it out for you. Pissoff.
I can tell when I'm not wanted, especially when I'm told. Goodbye.
Can you tell when you're not wanted? Can you truly, Dusty, tell when you're not?
Someone knocks on the door.
Yes.
Dusty, I was looking in your dressing room. I was looking in Christine's dressing room. I finally found you. I have some big news. I'm quitting. I'm flying to Lake Tahoe tomorrow.
Huh.
What were you guys talking about? I'm so sorry if I interrupted. I'll just...
He was talking about replacing you.
Yes, because you're leaving.
You're just like a sidekick or something.
Yep, because
Like
you're leaving.
or something,
I'm replacing
yes.
you, yes.
We're like telepathetic.
Yeah,
Yes,
I am.
Since I know that you already are in good hands, I'm just gonna head out of your hair. It's been a pleasure working with you. You are the most talented actor I've ever met in my entire life.
And it has been an unparalleled experience working with you, dear.
Thank you. You're so sweet. All right, bye, guys.
Well then. So now you know. Are the worries gone?
They are not, because you keep evading the point that I am making.
What role would Christine play? We know that Lady B or M or whoever the hell.
Lady BM.
Lady M.
That's a different show?
No, because she's Lady Beth Mary.
No.
Mary Beth? Hold on, I gotta go read the script, and I leave.
Do you feel better, Gareth?
Absolutely not. He is evading my every question. You may have this dark dye, sir.
That's mine.
I imagine this is the next day.
I don't know if any announcements have been made or anything.
There might
but
be some that need to be made.
I am going to definitely need to have a meeting with Dusty. Because although I know that I just got one person out of the way, my good childhood friend Bobby,
Whom you said was conniving and manipulative.
You didn't dow him with those traits.
did awfully well and is getting far more ambitious than I thought he was going to. And I'm going to try to lock the role of Lady McBee in.
McCamberby?
McBee.
Lady
in.
It's a thing now.
New from McDonald's. Lady McBee.
So I'm going to lock the role in for myself.
So you're going to speak to Dusty to lock the role of
Lock the role
of Lady
McBee for me.
Got it. Okay, so we'll say this is the next morning.
I'm the worst person.
We're in Tech Week, or it's Fiasco, so let's call it Hell Week. We are in Hell Week of the show.
Opening day.
Are we opening night?
Do we want to do opening day?
Yes,
All right. Final dress rehearsal.
We'll do final dress.
Yeah.
Final dress. I
We'll
like
do
it.
we'll do final dress, and you're speaking with Dusty.
All right.
Yes, come in.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Boy, so many changes. It's our final rehearsal tonight, and
Yeah.
and we lost our Lady McBee.
Yeah, McBean. Yeah.
But I'm so excited that gosh, after all the work that I've done, like I know I'm gonna make
you've done
you
a lot
really
of work.
proud.
Yeah.
I know that this is.
Mm-hmm.
Understand,
Yeah.
I will not let you down. In
Good,
this.
I appreciate
I
that.
will make
Mhm.
this the best performance of Lady McBee that the stage has ever seen. It's going to be amazing. I want to
Yeah, it's
thank
gonna
you
be
so much
amazing.
for this opportunity.
It's gonna be amazing, absolutely.
So, did you want me to try on those costumes for you to make sure that they fit okay?
Actually, I need to talk to the costumer.
Why?
There are a couple of changes to the costumes.
What kinds of changes?
Well, people are
Oh,
getting
was I
shuffled.
not showing enough cleavage? I'm okay with showing more.
You're never showing enough cleavage, darling. My issue was no. There's just some issues with the costumes that need to be worked out. But then I would love to see you in them. That's a definite affirmative.
Would it
yeah.
help for me to try them on first, and then so you can get a really good idea of exactly what instructions you need to give to the costumer? I mean, I'll
Well,
probably
yeah, I
have
don't
to
see
move
why
into
not. I don't see
lots
why
of
not.
different positions so that you can make sure that it stretches in all the right places.
Yeah, and then I'll go talk to the costumer, and then you can try on the new set of costumes.
Right. Okay. So I'm definitely. I mean, there's nobody.
Oh
else
yeah,
that
you've
can
got
play
it.
this.
You've got it,
Definitely
darling. You've
okay.
got it, darling.
All right. I just wanted to make sure because.
Yeah. All right, so let's costumes. We're definitely needing the costumes now. If you want to go get the costumes, I'd be here waiting for the costumes for you to put on the costumes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All of the costumes.
All of them, just
Okay.
all of them. Doesn't matter whose costumes they are, just all of them,
Right,
and then change them, and then yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was that leftover costume from Moulin Rouge. Did you want me to bring that one too? Because I was thinking of that last scene. It could work. Yes?
Yes, please.
All right, I'll go get it.
As she's leaving, she's pulling open the door, and there's somebody else there, and it is a bedraggled, beaten stage manager who has just been flipping out, trying to deal with all the cast changes and stuff like that.
Oh hey,
Reg, sir.
Reg.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's here.
Oh shit.
She's out in the lobby, and she's scary.
Hey, Christine.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Dusty!
Oh god.
Dusty!
I need you to hide
It's me, Beth!
behind the curtain.
Okay,
Behind the curtain. I need
I'm
you to hide behind
hiding,
the
I'm
curtain.
hiding behind the curtain.
Oh god. Beth, come on in.
I will say, for all intents and purposes, your scene is completed.
Okay.
That's
Yeah?
completed, yeah.
Yeah? Do you think she thinks that she's got the role?
Yeah, she thinks she's got the role. Definitely.
Yeah, the role. She's got the role.
She doesn't know what V-roll is.
She
but
doesn't
she's
know.
got it.
She thinks she's playing Lady
BM.
All right, for my final scene,
Final scene.
I'm going to have a scene with Christine atop the marquee, outside the theater.
Interesting.
Because I need an out-of-the-way place where no one is going to look for us, and no one would suspect an old man of climbing up to such a height.
You're on top of the theater.
We are on top of the marquee in front of the theater.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yes.
It's not going to end poorly at all.
No, it's not.
Is it still dress rehearsal?
Yes, it is. It is. Well, they are trying to sort all of this nonsense out for the dress rehearsal.
Understood. So Beth is sort of chewing you out in the room.
And my goal is to get Christine to plant some drugs in Dusty's dressing room.
I love it. Yes, and. Okay. So let's see this scene.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Christine, dear, I do apologize for the clandestine nature of this meeting.
No, this is really exciting. This is like out of a movie or something.
Yes, it is quite thrilling, is it not?
Yes.
My blood has not been racing this way in decades.
You're a little red and puffy.
Yes, but it's all right.
but
I'm
sweating a little. You okay?
my left arm is a little numb, but I think I'll be all right.
Oh, all right.
But listen to me. There's things that I take for the pain, and he pops a little pill and washes it down with something. I am concerned. I feel our plans are for naught. Dusty is not to be trusted.
But I'm doing the role.
Did he say, you are Lady M? Did he say those specific words? Because I asked him and he refused to confirm it. He kept saying, yep, She's got a role. And I said, is she Lady Macbeth?
Oh my god.
And he said, oh, she's got a part. Oh, we're going in a different direction. Don't worry. And he kept evading, and I said, say it to me directly. And he said, bye, and he left.
I just spent 45 minutes trying on costumes for him.
45
I mean,
minutes.
I even tried on the Moulin Rouge.
Oh, dear.
I mean, granted, it only took 20 minutes to try on the costumes, but I just never mind.
You need not paint me a picture. I've seen his handiwork before. You should not debase yourself thus. You are a serious actress. Our only option is for him to go.
But who's going to direct the show?
It's opening night. It doesn't. Do you know the role?
I do.
Is there anything he can give you that you don't already have?
Technically. But not on the stage.
And I feel he has already given it to you, most likely.
I'm not supposed to answer that question.
I know you're not, but he hands her the photographs of Dusty and Izzy.
I heard that this was happening.
Yes. So, I am sure I know what it is you're not allowed to tell me.
Okay.
Has to do with trying on costumes in front of that boor.
No, I already told you that.
Yes.
I'm allowed to say that part.
Right, but I
Just
know.
not about the thing that happened after. What?
Yes, the sex. I know. Look, I'm an old man. We all know this. This is not my concern anymore. My only concern is for your dignity and your self-respect. You deserve better. I have a plan to get rid of him. But he will not let me near his dressing room. He does not trust me. He trusts you, especially after, well, you know.
The sex.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
I was trying to be circumspect, but yes.
Well, you said it before.
I did, and now I didn't think we needed to say it again, but...
You don't want to say sex. Got it. Okay. No sex.
Very good, very good. And he pulls a little baggie out. He says, I have called the authorities and told them that he has been behaving erratically on set, and that I suspect he has a drug problem. If they find this bag in his dressing room, they will arrest him and take him away, and we will have no choice but to do the show without him. And as the leading man and the most experienced person here, I will, of course, explain to everyone the wishes that he conveyed to me in our last meeting, where he said you were to be Lady Macbeth.
But he didn't say that at our last meeting.
Yes, he did. Remember? Think back to our meeting a few days ago when we discussed acting and channeling the character. Think back. Close your eyes.
I remember the meeting, but he did not say that in the meeting. Boy.
No.
Woo, that would have been awesome if he said that in the meeting.
We are acting, dear.
Oh! Forsooth, he said thus in the meeting.
Yes, but you didn't have to be at the meeting. I was at the meeting.
Oh,
it was a
forsooth, you heard this at thy meeting.
Indeed, I did. So all you have to do is plant these drugs in his dressing room.
Okay, where in the dressing room?
Someplace he won't find them. How about in the cabinet where you keep the toiletries, the deodorant and things? He always reeks of sex. I'm sure he never uses deodorant. Just put it next to the deodorant.
Will do.
Very good. And he hands her the drugs.
She tucks them in her shirt.
Good job. I think that's a success. I think that's a really success.
Whether or not she succeeds, I got her to agree. So,
Yeah.
mission accomplished. Well done, dear.
Yours is not
Yeah.
to reason why.
Matched set. Too light, too dark. Well
Yeah.
done.
All right. Our
I don't
resident.
know. I never know, but like,
You may have forgotten something at the theater and have to come back.
yeah, that seems like me.
Or you could do a scene trying to somehow get to Lake Tahoe.
Just on your own, just monologuing.
Using your acting skills. Because you have no money.
Trading acting for a bus ticket or something.
No, I think I'm gonna go back to the theater. And I'm going. Beth and Dusty are
Auntie Beth.
Auntie Beth. Auntie Beth and Dusty are having a discussion, and I left everything here. I left my luggage. I tried to get to the airport, and then I realized I didn't have my wallet. and so I realized I needed money.
Yeah.
And so.
So what is your goal?
Well, my goal is to get my stuff and get back on the road.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in your dressing room. Yeah.
Which is not knocking on the table. Excuse me, I think I left a bra in here.
She left a bra in here.
This is
Hello, sweetie. Kisses. Mwah, mwah. How are you? Give little Beth kisses too. And she holds up a little Pomeranian dog and
God.
like a little give it kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
It is very good to see you too, dear. Now, what is this about? She left a bra in here.
Oh, I left my bra.
I also am a costumer.
Are you really? That's wonderful. That's so good that you have your hands in everything.
I am interested in all portions of the production.
I bet you're interested in portions. Dear, what is this I hear about my favorite niece leaving the production that I set up for you?
Oh, well, I mean, this has been such a huge opportunity, but there was a big acting agency coming, and then they burned down, and I think they all died, and I just...
Oh my god.
Anyways, my
Look,
best
I don't know
friend-
about anything about this either.
No, it's okay. I didn't want to bother you. You're such a genius, and I wanted you to be able to focus on the play. But my best friend in the entire world, Christine, told me that I needed some time alone to deal with my grief and my emotions.
Christine, the other little, like, blonde slip of a thing that's running around here.
Yeah, no, she's my best friend.
I bet she is.
She's so nice to me.
And who gave you this letter from the other agency?
I think Christine did.
I bet she did. She sounds like the best friend in the whole
She really
world.
is.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
Anyways, I'm going to Lake Tahoe because it's a beach and it's in the mountains.
Is this your bra? This
Izzy,
doesn't
Izzy,
look
Izzy,
like
I
it.
That's
want
not
to
my
give
bra,
you-
that's way too small to be my
Izzy,
bra.
I want. Oh God, Izzy.
This is too small to be her bra.
I'm a costumer. I resize bras. Izzy.
Resizes bra.
Your
what we're
aunt
doing.
brought up some.
It looks very similar to my bra,
No.
but it's just too small.
Do you think this would fit your friend? Maybe we can
No,
give it to her as
yeah,
like
yeah.
Oh, I bet
a
you'd
best
really
friend
like it.
present. Why
it's,
don't you hold on to this and give it to her
okay.
later?
Okay, your aunt brings up some good. Do you leave or no?
No, I'm just holding it
Okay.
and saying
Your
that-
aunt brings up some good points, and I feel like tomorrow is opening night,
It is opening night.
Right.
and I want you to come back.
I swear to God, if you hit this antique table
Sorry,
one more time,
I'm
I will reach
sorry,
across
I'm
it.
Sorry,
You know,
I'm sorry.
I got this from a man who once went
We
to
are just
the Royal
all-
Shakespeare
we are just
Company.
all over the place with accents tonight, aren't we?
I swear to God. Dusty, I think you were extending an invitation.
I want you to play. Lady Macbeth isn't good enough for you. I want you to play Garrett's role.
You want me to be Macbeth? But that's like a guy's part. I mean, like, my boobs
Exactly.
are way too big to be a guy.
You can stretch your imagination. And plus, little known fact, Macbeth is actually the smallest role in Macbeth. Almost no lines. You'll be perfect.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, well, I mean, I was planning on just gathering my stuff. Like, I have bras in
You're,
here.
you're,
and I have-
you're welcome to leave after.
Sweetie, I will gather up all your bras for you, and I will because you know what? Honestly, he doesn't need a dressing room, and since you're playing the lead now, why don't you take this dressing room? Because I think having you with a door is a very dangerous thing. So you have this dressing room now, and I will let him go talk to Gareth and break the news. Now, don't forget, this is a Beth production, so Beth is going to be in it. So wherever you want to put the little one
Right,
on stage.
I'll just hold her
Of
the
course,
entire
of course.
time.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
good. That's yeah.
Maybe I can, like, hide my new lines in her fur.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do that. I guess I'm not... I was so looking forward to my vacation, but maybe after the show is over, I can convince Christine to go with me. And we can take a best friend vacation together.
I think that's lovely.
Okay, I'm gonna go put my lines on the back of
All
my
right,
dog.
kisses.
Mwah.
Mwah.
She's off to go put her lines on a dog. Oh god.
And
Scene. There we go. Are we even done? Oh my god, this
God,
was so freaking
so
happy.
good.
I have to say, I'm guessing the National Beth Theater is named after the dog.
It's named after
It's
the
named
dog.
after the dog.
course
Yeah.
I am Beth. She is also Beth. It was the best name that I could
You
think
present it, but
of. Yes, but it is her.
It's Beth.
I'm the
and
first Beth.
Beth. This is Beth.
It's the
Beth the
dog.
dog.
McJesus.
Jesus, Beth.
Beth.
Is also the dog.
Super
By
Beth.
Beth is me. And the Beth Theater is the dog. Featuring Beth is the dog as well.
Okay. I'm glad. I might have to write this down so I remember.
we need
Like,
to know.
please.
Put like
Dog person, dog
on
person.
dog on
While
dog.
while we write this down,
So Dusty,
Good God. Oh God. Oh Jesus. So what I want to do is I have been sent to Gareth's dressing room again, and I wanted to do this with more witnesses, but I guess I'll have to do it. I'll have to do it this way then. So yeah, I'm gonna go and break the
we need a
news.
picture of this when we're done.
I need to go. This is great. I need to go break the news to Gareth apparently, and my goal is to not die.
I love it.
Well, actually, do you think not die is
That's
a good?
reasonable.
Not die is reasonable. Okay.
Gareth is volatile.
You're two dark and one light. Yeah, that's a
I
reason.
mean, I've already died once this week.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hashtag no
please.
spoilers.
No spoilers.
My apologies. What? Yeah, I'm gonna.
Where is
Oh.
this taking place?
Actually, we're all at Circle Up.
You're going to break up with him in a public place so he can't make a scene.
Okay? Start the scene.
Are you kidding me? How could there not be a show basketball?
It is Circle Up. The little white yappy dog is running around the circle and
That's
running
fine.
around backstage
That's
while
fine.
all this is happening. And Beth is in the front row with her arms crossed. She is not joining the Circle Up, but she is
That's
watching.
not surprising.
And this is Circle Up on stage. Let's see
I'm
this.
sorry, I can't hold your hand. I'm holding a dog.
You look and Gareth is not at Circle Up.
All right.
You realize he is not present.
Well, I had some news to share, but I guess it might have gone on. So there's going to be a small casting change, but you guys are adaptable actors, and I'm sure you will overcome. Instead of Gareth, the role of Lord McJesus Beth is going to be played by our very own Izzy.
Oh, thanks, guys. It means so much to me.
Reginald starts banging his head against the set.
Oh,
And,
Reginald, you're so excited.
Reginald,
You're clapping
please-
with your
please don't break this.
forehead.
Please don't break the set.
I
Please
love
don't.
forehead claps.
Don't break the glass. Okay. So the which also leaves the role of Lady BM open, which I am very proud to recast as Bob.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for your kind support. And I really, really, really want to thank my friend who brought me into this production. Thank you, sweetie. They actually let me change the program. Not change the program, but kind of like paste my sticker over where yours was. And then, but I'm dedicating the show to you because I love you.
There you go.
No!
And now the show is dedicated.
You can't do this. You can't do this. I've been understudying this part for months. Well, weeks, but still, it feels like months.
I understand, but you saw Bob's production, his performance the other day.
It was just good, sweetie.
And there's a really big flashing light on the side of those earmuffs, and he turned them off. I saw that.
But I know the same lines.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well,
I could
I'm sorry.
kick his butt in this part any day of the week.
Oh, you could kick my butt in the part?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So let's hear them.
The lines?
Yeah, let's hear the lines.
You know I know all the lines.
Hey, I'm up for
Good.
recasts until the curtain goes up.
Out, damn it, Spot, out, I say. 1, 2, why, then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie, a soldier and a fear. What need be feared? Knows it when
none can call our power to come.
Sweetie,
Is
look
that
up.
good?
Look up. You're losing your light. Every time you look down, it looks like you're reading a paper.
He's
You
got a
have to
point.
keep your eyes
Suddenly,
up.
Gareth staggers in.
Gareth, are you okay?
You
Yeah, me.
bastard.
Yeah, I've been called worse by less talented men, although they'd be hard to find right around now.
I know what it is you have done, and it will not stand.
Look, I understand that you're upset that we recast the role.
You
but
look,
guess-
and his face is all red and a little bit puffy, and
Look, all right, the role has been recast, okay? Especially not now. God, we would need so much makeup on you.
I have makeup.
I understand that, darling, but you need it. We need to get this crazy person off the stage.
so you slept with her, and with him. How
my personal business. Is
dare
not
you? Yes, Beth, that's right. You'd best be careful. I bet he would even sleep with the dog. And then he drops to his knees and falls forward on his face.
For the record, I would not sleep with the dog.
And see.
See. You didn't die.
I did not die.
No.
I did not die.
You did not die.
Yeah, there you go.
So here is a die for not dying.
Cool. Which means
We
we,
had
are
two shoutouts
all.
in that scene.
Which means we are all even.
Everyone
Okay.
has
Everyone's
2 dark
even
and
except-
2 light, except for you, who has 2 dark and 1 light. Correct?
Yes.
But the last die is wild.
Is wild.
So it could be. It
It
still
could
be
be
either
either
way.
way.
It takes us to the end.
Okay.
Where does this scene
We
take
need to
place?
finish off our tilt, and I've got these drugs that I need to plant on Dusty.
Okay.
On Dusty or in the dressing room.
However, okay, so this scene is going to be between. Okay, this scene is going to be between Christine and. Okay, and Izzy.
Okay.
Okay, where she's convincing Izzy that the two of them should just take off and like do this show together, and she could play McBee, and then she could play Lady McBee.
Away from the theater?
Well, no, we can perform this at the theater, and then we'll take it on tour, and it's going to be like amazing. And what she did was she took the drugs and she split them in half, and she planted half of them on Bobby, and half of them in his room, and she called the cops to come and arrest them
She's setting
both.
them
So that
both
is
up.
supposedly happening
Okay.
while they're having this conversation, and she's filling her in on everything, but not completely honestly.
Okay. We'll say it's 10 till curtain. And you take your cue by being outside where everybody's doing their smoke breaks, and you see the police car pull up, and that's when you go and have your conversation with her.
Izzy.
With Izzy.
Izzy, I have terrible news.
What's your terrible news?
But I have good news too. I think I can tell you the terrible news, and then I'll tell you the really good news, okay?
Okay.
Because I think
I like to do
you're
bad
ready for
first,
this.
then good.
Yeah, bad first, then good. Okay.
Always a good
So
choice.
the terrible news is that Dusty and Bobby.
Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. The terrible news is that Dusty and Bobby have been in an inappropriate relationship. He's been cheating on you and I with Bobby.
Yeah, okay. Yes, and let's go.
Can you believe this? And not only that, but they've both been doing drugs. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I never sneeze like this except for, well, anyways, continue.
Okay. They tried to sell me drugs, and I wouldn't take the drugs, and I think that they've been doing terrible things, but a police car showed up, and I think it's going to arrest them both, and then we're not going to have anything that we can do but do the show together, just you and me. You can be Macbeth and I can be Lady Macbeth, and then maybe we can take this on tour because it'll be revolutionary. 2 women playing the leads in McJesus Beth Super Beth by Beth. And it could be at lots of theaters, not just the National Beth Theater featuring Beth.
Hold on. We're gonna back up a little bit because you said they tried to give you drugs, but you didn't take them?
No, I would never take drugs.
Okay, I totally believe you, but it's so weird because like the last time I sneezed like this was when I was around my mom, and she is really into coke.
Oh.
So I don't know. It's so crazy because like
You know, I've been around Dusty a lot, and now we know what he's been doing. And
but I've never sneezed around him. I've only sneezed around you. That's so weird.
Little Beth comes bolting outside and just starts running around in circles like this. And it looks like she's got a Ziploc bag like around her face and just starts zooming around in circles and then runs up to you and like rolls on her belly and then rolls on her back and just starts rolling around in circles all in front of you and stuff like that. I'm like,
has Little Beth been doing the drugs? Oh my gosh, this is so crazy.
she shakes herself and a little cloud just goes poof. But it's white so nobody notices and she runs right back into the theater.
And police, please! I think there's some drugs. The dog is like super duper high right now.
The police are currently in the theater and
I thought their car was pulled.
their car pulled up and then like but they walked into the theater and they probably hear you say that and I was like okay, yeah, the dog's doing drugs. It's just like theater stuff, right? Like,
no, I'm dead serious.
Okay.
She would do the rollies.
She had the rollies.
No. She it's not normal. Little Beth is like the calmest dog you've ever met, and she was like running back and forth, and then there's like white. And I think she's doing drugs.
You know, she's been spending a lot of time with Dusty, the director, and I have it on good authority that he's been doing all of the drugs.
Girls, if I had one recommendation for you, it's to not mess with these theater types. They're going to use you and abuse you. I was in Pippin at one point here at the Beth Theater, and if I had any advice to give to you, it's this. Go find your bliss somewhere else, because if any of this is true, this theater is getting shut down tonight. And they walk right past you and into their dressing rooms, respectively.
If this theater is being shut down tonight, maybe we should just go on a best friends camping trip to Lake Tahoe.
Maybe we could perform Jesus Beth Super Beth in the park in Lake Tahoe. You know, like Shakespeare in the Park.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Let's go. I'll buy us plane tickets with my Auntie Beth's money. She gave me her credit card when she gave me her dog. And so let's just go.
Oh my gosh. This would be amazing. Let's go! Let's go camping.
The two of you walk away just as Reggie comes out and goes, 5 minutes to wait.
And scene.
Thank you, guys.
Oh god.
Here's your light die.
Oh.
Are you
No.
not even?
No.
You're even.
No,
Yeah.
Too light,
No,
too
I'm
dark.
not.
No, she's got
No,
3
that
lights.
gives me 3 lights. It's okay.
I thought you had too dark and
okay.
too light.
That's all right.
You're good. No,
I'm gonna come out
yeah.
doing
Your
great.
hand is so green.
Okay, but it's because
All right, folks.
it's because of reasons.
Well, we're all going to find out in this last scene why Izzy's hands are green. And
Ouch, damn spot!
because she used real paint when she was supposed to use the stage paint. So all of our players are going to roll their dice, and we are going to figure out what happens to these wonderful players as They add up their tallies, their light die and their dark die, and we are hoping for low numbers.
The lower the numbers, the worse it is.
The lower the numbers, the worse it is. Now, who here got the highest number?
Not me.
Well, who got the highest number?
Light 8.
Light 8? Yeah, see, I'm sorry. Guys, you don't know this about me. When I host, I have a special rule that the highest number actually re-rolls. So we're going to re-roll that high.
It's going to get higher, you realize.
Oh, like I take my highest die
Yes,
and then re-roll it?
and you re-roll it.
Yes.
Yep.
That was a 1. Yes. Okay, so 6, 7,
like
8.
3.
That puts me down to 3.
And this is why it's good to have like little
I've also
home
got light 3, so.
home roll. So you've got a light 3. You've got a light 3.
I got a dark 4.
A dark 4.
0.
That's my partner. Okay, so let's start with the light 4. Mai, was that you?
I'm a dark
Dark
4. Dark 4 is savage. Savage as in something is broken or mashed. Maybe you've got a permanent limp and a bad reputation, plus you totally fail. Savage. Light 3 for the both of you?
Yes.
Grim. The stress and trauma from your little adventure are going to haunt you forever. Bits of your soul are destroyed and you are missing a piece or two, as if disintegrated by a spell that you cast upon yourself. In a few years, children are going to cry when you get too close. All your plans have ended in complete ruin.
To the pain.
To the pain. Brian.
0.
My friend, you know, this is the worst thing in the universe. This probably doesn't include death, since death would be way better than whatever this is. Be creative. Don't settle for the first worst thing that comes to mind. There's something darker, more awful, more wretched in there somewhere.
If possible, I would like to go last.
I
We
will
can go that way.
allow
Yeah,
it.
we'll go backwards.
Let's go backwards, since you've gotten to go first all those times. So let's start at the end. Everyone has 4 die. This is gorgeous. Take us home.
So my first light die, so I have 3 of them to deal with, is successfully getting to Lake Tahoe, ready to perform in our own production of McJesus Beth Super Beth.
All right, this is a dark die, and it represents Dusty. Good God, Dusty's panic at realizing that 2 of his stars have, well, one of his stars and I guess one other person, sorry, have disappeared. That was really, really close. So. I gotta refine my train of thought. So running around in panic, he scoops up Little Beth and runs out onto the stage. Curtain is still down, panicking, wondering what to do as the curtain starts to rise.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my gosh. This is Izzy getting to spend some quality time with her best friend in the entire universe, and she's just so excited to finally have a gal pal.
This is Gareth. He is still lying on the stage as no one calls the paramedics as the curtain raises.
It was something we forgot.
And as the curtain raises, he lifts his head, holds his hand up, and says, "Call 911," and slumps back to the stage. This is funny.
Just Rusty with Pomeranian and it died dead.
Pomeranian is definitely dead.
This is Christine. They spent some time organizing their amateur production in the park, and oh my gosh, 8 whole people showed up, and 1 person, never mind. 8 whole people showed up, and they are ready to start their production. And she even managed to get Izzy to learn some of the lines. They had to do some rewriting to make it work. And the production is really only 15 minutes long. but it's gonna be amazing.
This is my light guy, or one of my light guys. As Rusty or Dusty, I am not okay. Dusty looks up in panic and looks at the body of Gareth. He looks down at little Beth and sees the lines. And realizes the show must go on.
Oh gosh.
This is Izzy. I almost said Beth because we've
Right?
been
It's
saying
tough.
Beth
It is tough.
so much. This is Izzy Beth. Freezing on stage in front of the 8 whole people, which were 8 talent agents that she had called her Aunt Beth to arrange. It's 8 talent agents. Some of them are like from modeling agencies, some of them are from acting, some of them are from movies, some of them are from TV shows. It's a good mix. And she completely freezes. And she fails in such a spectacular way that it ruins both her chances of ever getting hired in the industry and her best friend Christine's.
This light die is Gareth, surviving through Act 1, Scene 1, and the scenographer's dragging him off stage and using the defibrillator backstage to shock him back to life. And though his pulse is weak and thready, he is alive as he is loaded into the ambulance to go off to the hospital.
All right. This is Christine as she realizes that Izzy has completely frozen. This is her having the self-satisfaction of launching into every single one of Lady McBee's lines, one after the other, skipping all other parts in the show, just completely brooking it for anyone who knows this voice is off. Brooking it through an hour-long production of just all of Lady McBee's lines, one after the other after the other.
Yep, that's what happens.
All right. This is Dusty. I'm going to get the name eventually. I promise I will. Dusty's last light die. And it's for, as he's holding this dog, he has been saying all of the lines and all of the songs by himself.
The songs?
Yes, there's McJesus Beth, Superstar Beth.
Of course there's songs.
Because it's half songs. So, and he reaches the end, and at this point he's like reading down the tale. So thanks to all once, and to each one whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone. And there's a standing ovation as he bows, and the dog runs off stage as he runs to follow it.
This is Izzy getting into a big fight with her best friend because she ruined everything and it's all her fault. And her best friend saying that she never wants to see her ever again. And so Izzy running away into the national parks wilderness, not paying attention to trails or street signs, just trying to get away, her eyes clouded with tears as she just cries it out after losing her best friend.
Light die, this is Gareth. A month or so later, being released from the hospital. At his age, a light die is he's not dead and only partially paralyzed, and his family finds a low-rent convalescent home in Lake Tahoe to send him to, so that he can recover and live out his days in peace and minimal cost on their inheritance.
This is my one and only dark die. This is Christine running after Izzy into the woods. Into the woods. And getting
the next
hopelessly lost. And having, after days of searching and not being able to get out of the woods, having just enough survival skills to get by and end up becoming that crazy lady of legend in the forest, sticks in her hair, repeating McBee to stray raccoons for the rest of her days, holed into a little cave. She has her own set, her own stage forever and ever and ever, and all the wild audience she could want.
Jesus. This is my last die for Dusty. As he chases the Pomeranian Beth off the stage, he runs into two officers named Beth and Beth, respectively.
No relation.
Damn it.
We're very serious.
They, without trial or reading him his rights or anything, they just straight up throw him in prison. And as he
Who would
sits...
do such a thing?
Beth. Careful. As he sits in the prison, he weeps, for he will never get to fulfill his dream of putting on Legally Blonde, which was his one and only goal.
This is Izzy running through the forest frantically, and her leg, it's caught in a bear trap.
God.
She, luckily,
No, you can't do this. You can't do this.
I'm doing this. Luckily, a search and rescue finds her, and though they can't save her leg, they take her to a nearby hospice center. And what do you know? Her next door neighbor is her best friend, Gareth. And so for the rest of his life, she gets to hang out with him and talk to him and spend all of her time just sharing everything with him and being his best friend.
This dark die is Gareth, paralyzed and not able to take care of himself, discovering to his horror as he is wheeled out to the entertainment of the day that there is a new performer that has come to live at the home who is doing a one-woman show, something called One-Legged McJesus Beth Super Beth. And as he sits paralyzed, unable to ask to be taken away or put out of his misery, he sees Izzy stump out onto the stage and fumble horribly through his favorite play of all of Shakespeare's works. And as he realizes this is his life now, day after day of Izzy butchering Shakespeare and then coming afterward to his room and talking to him about it, a single tear escapes his eye and trickles down his cheek as the camera fades out.
As the lights fade and the curtain falls,
Of course.
Big Beth walks out on stage and apologizes to the audience, but assures them that she met a nice pale young man in Los Angeles on her last trip, and she's bringing in a ringer to direct something here, and she thinks it's called Grandma's Blood Cherry Pie or something along that. And finally, the theater's gonna get some good luck after all. And that's where we're ending tonight's Fiasco. I want to take a second to thank all of the players one more time. You guys literally killed it. I love how the worst thing ever is bad Shakespeare community theater. Worse than death, worse than...
And being my best friend.
And being...
I studied under Gielgud, god damn it!
Keep tuning in on Wednesdays at 9. We are going to be always rotating cast and play sets. Thank you for Maya. Thank you for coming in and letting us do like a home game, and it's going to return to our roots here at the Plaster Dragon. So thank you all for that. The next play set coming up here for next Wednesday, I believe, is called The Zoo, and it is written by Will Hindmark. The Brook Market Zoo was a world-class institution visited by locals and travelers alike. In the late 20th century, it was an iconic zoo, admired and beloved. Its animals were content, its visitors happy, its staff respected. Chairman of the zoo board, D.E. Hitchcock IV, welcomed people to the grounds with beaming pride, as his father had for generations. Now, D.E. Hitchcock is dead. The community takes the zoo for granted. Attendance is down. The zoo withers. The zookeepers grow desperate. Money is tight. Other more successful zoos in other cities sniff around the place, looking to take away animals, maybe take away staff. A proposed expansion project might drum up new interest in the zoo if the city approves the new zoning plan. But rumors persist that a multiplex is offering more money to buy up the same chunk of zoo land, displacing animals and staff. So, are these the last days of the Brook Market Zoo? Or can someone with powerful ambition change things for the better?
It'll be Beth. Beth will
Don't worry, I'll be back. Don't forget to follow us here on Twitch. You can find us on Discord. I think some of us may try to hop in the voice chat if possible to come talk to you guys. Yep.
We just put it on one phone.
So we put it on one phone and we'll talk to you guys. But thank you all, and have a good night.
See you later.